I'm finally back in Canggu, Bali after 6 months of travel, and spoiler alert, I still really love it. But I will show you in this video how is the vibe here now, how busy is it, is there like a crazy traffic everywhere now, and also what's new in Canggu, so you will know if it's still the best place for long stay. The surfing is quite busy here now, but it's still super chill anywhere on the beach to take a morning walk. It's really peaceful. And the surfing here, like even if it's a little busier, this is the most busy spot in Batu Bolong, but the waves have been really good like every day as always in Bali, so that's really good. Like in Da Nang in Vietnam and Surigao, Philippines, like when I was there for a few months, it just felt like most of the days the waves were just way too small, and here it's never really a problem. There's always powerful enough waves, so that's really good. And you can also find some spots here that are way more relaxed. There's not many surfers there, so it's pretty good actually. So yeah, I will be showing today my typical day here in Canggu, so you will see what kind of traffic you will drive through and what kind of things you can do. I always come for morning walk either on the beach, which is really amazing, or on the rice fields, which is also amazing. But I will drive now to the other side of Canggu to show you some new things that are here. Okay, so this is pretty much the center of Canggu, one of the most busiest areas. But as you can see, 9 in the morning it's really not that busy, and most of the time it's not bad at all. And this area is crazy. It used to be only rice field on the left, so beautiful, as many roads in Canggu, but nowadays it's built up so much, it's crazy. Like I will talk more about the construction later. And this is Batu Bolong Street, the main street in Canggu. It's very busy usually, but you can avoid it most of the time quite well. But yeah, in the morning and most times of the day it still flows well. There's not much traffic anyway, like it's not a problem. But what I see when I came back now, that comparing to even last year, it seems a little bit more busy on the roads, like even in the more peaceful areas. I will show that later, what is the best area to stay and where is less busy. But even there it's a little bit more, like it's less peaceful. So this is really amazing. I'm so excited. I came to check the new Bali social club. I will show you around. It's incredible. So basically it's a paddle place. They have a lot of courts. Looks nice, but also they have the rooftop pool, and also there's ice baths and different saunas. It's really so beautiful place. And they even have a pretty good gym in 2 floors. It's pretty much everything you need for sure. It's 2.8 million for a 1 month membership to the saunas and the gym and everything, not including the paddle, but 10% discount for the paddle. So pretty average price for this kind of setup in Bali. Just really nice that there's one more option again, and here it seems super peaceful and relaxed. There's not many people, which is not the case always in the other gyms, so that's amazing. And yeah, Canggu is definitely the best place when it comes to gyms and paddle and everything. There's so many paddle clubs these days, just coming new more and more. I've been mostly playing in Canggu paddle still, but I also checked out the Bali Paddle Academy again, and now everything is ready there also with the pool area and ice bath. It looks really amazing. It's so beautiful. So that's also a good place to play paddle. And for gyms, there's of course so many options like Nirvana and Obsidian. And where I go now is Wrong Gym, which is I think my favorite. I might like the Bali Social Club even more because it's so peaceful, but also Wrong Gym is just really good place to also meet people. And it hasn't been actually too busy there. Now when I came back, it has been pretty chill. There's of course a lot of people there, but it's not like too crowded, so it's pretty enjoyable there also. This is definitely the thing I missed the most when I was away from Canggu. It's just the best in the world, I would say, here. But yeah, now I will drive back to the area where I stay and show you around there what's the best area, what's new there, and also just how is the traffic. So this happened on the way home. it happens sometimes here that they're fixing the road or there's some construction or just any random reason that the road is blocked, and because the roads are not very wide, it means that it can get super stuck. And that's probably what you've seen on social media. Sometimes they show crazy traffic jam video from Canggu when it's just like kilometers away, just like stuck traffic. But it really honestly doesn't happen that often. Even here, like, it wasn't a big problem, I could still go through. And in the areas I usually drive in Paranan, in Canggu, it hasn't happened during these past few weeks ever that I got stuck in traffic, so it's not something that happens a lot. It's mostly during like some celebration days or New Year's Eve or days like that it gets super stuck, so it's not something to worry about in these areas. I came to Tribal to get some work done. It's one of my favorite like co-working space places because it's free. You just need to order something, even just like a coconut. So it's pretty awesome. But I'm so surprised this year now. It's so busy, like it's really like it was hard to find a place to sit. It's just super packed, which makes sense because yeah, it's free and it's a nice place to socialize also. And it's also really close to where I stay. It's a nice area. You saw the road when I was driving, like it's just empty. This whole area in Paranan where I stay is just super chill, like especially closer to the beach. There's not much traffic or anything. It's just more relaxed area in general, and there's many nice cafes, there's displays, and the beach is nice, so yeah, it's pretty awesome. You can even eat proper food here, but I will go next to a lunch to show you one amazing new place here, close here on the rice fields. But before that, I just wanted to remind you of something very important. As you know, in Bali, a lot can happen when you travel and live here, and that's why I decided to partner up with SafetyWing for this video. Travel medical insurance is definitely a must-have because the hospitals here can be very expensive. I have been using SafetyWing for years already and couldn't recommend it more. Everything works so seamlessly and it can be purchased when already traveling. It's extremely flexible, just like a subscription, and there's no cap on the duration of the travel. The coverage also includes personal liability, travel delays, lost luggage, evacuation, trip interruption, and more. Nowadays you also have add-ons like electronic theft and action sports. So click the first link in the description to learn more about SafetyWing and enjoy peace of mind during your travels around the world. But now back to the video. So what used to be so amazing about this area, that right next to the main Paranan road, you can go to these really beautiful big rice field areas. But as you can see here now, there's so much construction. Back in the day, this was only rice field, only few buildings here and there. There's still some areas that has a lot of rice field, and there's some places you can walk nicely and it's still only rice field. But like driving here, it just looks so different. It's really sad how they destroyed like most of the big nice rice fields here. For a few years it looked like it's not gonna happen like this, but now it has happened, unfortunately. But of course you can still drive further to the west and there's still big rice field areas untouched. But yeah, it just used to be so nice here because it was so close to where I stay and where all the restaurants and gyms and cafes and everything are. So it's a little bit less nice now, but whatever. So I came to Warung Local for lunch. It's one of my favorite places for Indonesian food, and they have a new location here, middle of Paranan rice fields. It's really amazing, like the view and the vibe here is super chill. It's really good. Nasi goreng with tempe manis, one of my favorites. And yeah, we'll see how long it lasts with the rice field view. Probably someone soon gonna build something in front, and that happens a lot here. It's kind of crazy. There are so many places that are like designed just for the rice field view, but then someone built in front of it on the rice field. So it's kind of weird like how they just keep building in front of each other. So that definitely ruined a lot of places and also ruins a lot of like roads and environments when it used to be just rice fields like here, but now it's just so many buildings and so much construction. It's crazy. After 6 months I come back and it's like even more construction than before. Luckily my guest house doesn't have any construction around it, so I don't need to hear it all the time, but of course it still bothers when you drive and there's so many trucks. But that is just a necessary evil, of course, to have a place like this that has so many nice places, so many activities, so many restaurants. The food is just the best in Bali. I've been already eating out a lot in different places, just enjoying the food so much here. Like The pricing is still pretty good here, but it's so much better than anywhere else, so it's really amazing. So in that way, Canggu definitely has the benefits of like big cities, that you have all these things here, like unlimited things for everything. And also there's of course so many people you can meet, and networking is also the best still in Canggu. There's so many people staying long term here, having different kind of businesses. Okay, so I'm back home. I went to the wrong gym for a quick leg day, and now my legs are really hurting. And I ordered a protein smoothie. I swear it's the best protein smoothie in the world. It's just so good. 50 grams of protein delivered home, and the total is a little over $6. So pretty good, if you ask me. And yeah, it's so good to be back home in Canggu. It's just so comfortable, like my home guest house here. Very comfortable, everything works so well. It's just generally in Bali, everything works well. It's easy to order food, doesn't take a long time, it's cheap, and just like all the practicalities are so easy. There's no problems with anything, which makes a bigger difference than I used to think after I spent a longer time in the smaller islands in the Philippines and Thailand and places like that, and Sri Lanka. But yeah, it's just so nice here. Like, it's so easy to be healthy because there's so many healthy food options and activities and everything. And it's easy to sleep well because the accommodation is comfortable. There's no problems with electricity or anything. So it's just like easy to have a routine. And like, as I was complaining in my previous videos in the Philippines, here it's nice to have consistency with everything. Like, I feel like I already feel so much more healthy. But I have to say, I miss a little bit Sargo, the small island vibe there, that I ended up like knowing so many people after a few months, that I like every time I went somewhere I knew someone there, and going to the hostel always to play ping pong and billiard and so many events. So I miss that, because I notice here, like, even if I already meet people, I know people here, it still feels very different when it comes to like the community, because of course there's so many people here. So more, at least for me, it goes always in Bali. I end up getting like good friends with few people, but there's not so much like close community that you have like events with them always and different kind of like. Yeah, I don't know, like, I would say that in Bali, of course, there's probably for sure like way more events and way more things going on than in the small islands, but it just feels more hard to get into those things, if that makes sense. But yeah, next I will go check out the sunset. It has been amazing every day here, so we'll see how it is today. But just a quick mention that I do have a Bali life video guide that is really helpful if you're coming here for the first time or even second time. Like, it just gives you so much all the information you need about best areas to stay and like all the things to avoid and visas and like every little detail you need to know if you're moving here. And also, I just recently launched a Southeast Asia stays video guide that basically gives you all the information about the best areas, best Airbnbs, visas in all the 14 destinations I have shown in my channel. So if you are traveling around Southeast Asia, that can be super, super valuable for you also. So check them out. The links are in the description. But yeah, now let's go to the beach. Usually I just go down the road in Paranan to the beach to watch sunset, and there's no traffic, no nothing, so it's super chill. But as sunset is the most busy time on the roads, I wanted to come back to Canggu and show you a little bit how it looks. But actually it's not that busy, it's not stuck at all or anything. But yeah, in some spots it can get quite stuck sometimes during the sunset, but most of the time you can still get through, no problem. But definitely I don't see traffic as a big problem in Canggu and Paranan if you know where to stay. But I can understand if you stay, for example, in Berava, you go to the Canggu shortcut a lot, it can be quite hard sometimes with the traffic. It can get super annoying. But for me, as you have seen the whole day, like, the traffic hasn't been like, this is pretty much like 99% of the days. It's not a problem at all. Like, I'm really still enjoying driving around here. It's so close to go to everywhere, and it's just mostly enjoyable. Sometimes, like very rarely, it gets a little annoying. So yeah, it really makes a difference where you stay, because where I stay and where I go, I never really have a problem. I came to the most busy area for sunset here in Eco Beach. This bar area here is a new thing. It's actually really nice, but it's a popular spot because a lot of people like to come to the stairs to watch the sunset. It's amazing. You can also watch the surfers well here, so it's really beautiful. And the beach in front where La Brisa is absolutely crazy busy, especially during the weekends. It's really crazy. And yeah, generally the sunset have been insane since I came to Bali. Almost every day is just the craziest sunset. It's definitely like it's an experience to watch sunset in Bali and in Canggu. I usually go to the Paranon beach with more local and chill vibe. It's really amazing to watch the sunset, and there's more locals there and less tourists. It's really beautiful there. So yeah, I would say that the first impression of Canggu is that it's still really amazing place. I still love it so much, and everything is, for me, it seems like pretty perfect now. It's actually not too bad. People complain about traffic, people complain about trash and stuff, but I don't honestly see much of a problem at all, at least in this area where I stay. So I would still highly recommend it. And also people complain that it's too touristic, too many foreigners, it's lost its authenticity and everything. But yeah, I don't know. You need to drive maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you're in a super local area, in local village where people just living their lives in Balinese people. So yeah, I don't know. Like I still really love to have all the positives, but also be close to all the authentic Balinese culture. But yeah, like the video and subscribe. See you next week.